Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a humongous Zara perfume haul. I went on like a huge Zara binge, ordering a bunch of their fragrances because I feel like their fragrances have gotten so much better. Like, they were good when I've tried them, I would say like a year or so ago, but now they have so many amazing scents at such a great cost, and oftentimes a lot of them are dupes for some of your favorite high-end niche or designer perfumes. So we have a lot to go over here, so let's go ahead and get started. So I bought all my Zara perfumes online. I just order them off of their website and have them shipped to me. You can also buy them in stores as well. Sometimes they don't have everything, but they've been coming out with, I feel like, new perfumes all the time. And they even had like a fun Barbie collection for the Barbie movie, which I was not able to order the perfume, but I did order the body oil from that collection, and it's incredible. But what really started my love for Zara perfumes is this one right here. This is the Zara Rose Gourmand. And this is my baby. This is everything. One of my all-time favorite scents. I think this is supposed to be similar to Rose's Vanille by Mancera, but I don't know. Something about this is just so delicious, intoxicating. It has a super sweet, syrupy like rose, so sugary and very, as the name says, gourmand. It's so good. I pair this a lot with my Bath & Body Works Whipped Rose Vanilla, I think it's called. Those pair so well together. I know a lot of you guys are Bath & Body Works users as well, so I oftentimes will compare some of my perfumes to Bath & Body Works just to get like a better understanding of what the fragrance is like. But it just reminds me of like Pink Petal Tea Cake Candle, like a super jammy, ultra sweet rose gourmand. It's nothing overly floral, but the scent is heavenly, just so good. It's literally one of my top reach for perfumes of all time, and my top Zara perfume. I have heard people say that Zara perfumes don't last, but I feel like if you get the ones in this bottle, I find them to be long lasting in my opinion, like a typical perfume. And like I said, these are affordable. This big size retails for $29. You can also get these in smaller sizes, which I will be going over here shortly. So Zara Rose Gourmand is kind of the perfume that started it all with my love of Zara fragrances. I will tell you, I have tried some other Zara perfumes in the past that look like this, and I will say if you get the ones that have this packaging, these are the cheapest ones. Like, I think you can get these for 10 bucks. These do not last. Like, these are the ones that I would think maybe last a couple hours on the skin. They definitely do not last nearly as long as the ones in the more circular shaped bottles. But I did go ahead and grab the apple juice fragrance from them just because this is supposed to be a dupe for Chanel Chance. It's really similar. It is so fresh and sparkling and fruity. Chanel Chance is one of my faves, but I honestly haven't repurchased it in a while, so I'm like, you know what, let me just go ahead and spend $10 and get the Zara version. You can get, again, a bigger size of this one, but I mean, for $10 you can't really beat it. I feel like this one's gonna pair so good with Bath & Body Works Gingham Gorgeous. So this one's called Apple Juice. Is it really appley? Not really, but it just is very fruity, floral, so pretty for spring and summer. Now, as I mentioned, you can get these big bottles, but you can also get these small ones, and I find these to be pretty good projecting as well. So I bought the Cherry Smoothie from Zara. It has this really fun, I think it's a limited edition packaging because sometimes this one comes in different bottles, but the Cherry Smoothie is supposed to be similar to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I don't find this one to be a dupe, but it actually is very good. I think it's a little more sour than the Tom Ford is and not as deep, but you still get the essence of like cherry and almond, but it's a little bit brighter and fruitier. I think it's so pretty for summer. But if you want something similar that's a little heavier on the sour cherry element, I think Cherry Smoothie is a really good one. So I ended up picking up this smaller bottle of it because it was pretty inexpensive for this, and I really don't need huge sizes unless it's something I'm going to be wearing almost every day. These retail for $15.90. I also picked up the Marshmallow Addiction in that collection. Now, sometimes the Zara perfume names can be a little confusing. Like I feel like they don't always smell like what the name is, like with the apple juice. It doesn't smell like apples that much. And Marshmallow Addiction doesn't really smell like marshmallows. It actually smells like peach, but I actually really like the scent. I don't know if this is a dupe for something, but it reminds me so much of the Kim Kardashian, the KKW peach perfume that she had. I feel like these are really similar, and that one is obviously gone now. Like, it was so hard to get, and I think people sell it for like hundreds on different reseller websites. But check out the Marshmallow Addiction if you guys like a good true juicy peach scent. Definitely check this one out. I feel like it's so hard to just find a pure peach, and the KKW was #1 for me, but this one I think is excellent. Like, I've tried the peach fields from Skylar, but there's something missing with that one. Like, it's not a true peach. It has like a weird green floral element to it that I don't like, but this one is ultra juicy sweet peach. So good. Like, peach juice, delicious. That is Marshmallow Addiction. So I absolutely love that one. And again, it has the really pretty limited bottle. I think that was limited for summer. And also I ordered this one, which is the Peach Glow, because I really wanted to try this one out as well. Again, I was looking for like the perfect peach scent, not knowing it was going to be Marshmallow Addiction. I definitely get more peach on the dry down of this one, but it definitely starts out a little bit more floral. But yeah, the dry down is a really pretty musky peach with a little bit of amber, very sweet. But if you want like the ultimate peach perfume, I still think Marshmallow Addiction is the best. Next from that collection, I also ordered Sultry Pear. This is again a newer one this year to Zara, and a lot of people were comparing this one to the Jean Paul, the La Belle perfume. And I've always like tried to love La Belle. Like, I always go in store and spray it on me, and I don't love it as much as some other people do, which is surprising because everyone says if you like gourmands, you have to get La Belle. But I've just never loved it because I feel like it's almost too perfumey or too floral. There's just something about it that's not like sweet enough for me. And then Sultry Pear, I feel like this one is very similar to La Belle, but it's what I'm missing from La Belle. Like, it's way more sweeter to me, maybe not as long lasting as La Belle because it doesn't have the super deepness that one does, but it has less of like the floral powderiness that the original La Belle does. And I don't know, I just really like it. I think it smells like a delicious pear dessert, and it's so similar if you guys are looking for an alternative, because I know La Belle is a little bit pricey. But yeah, they really nailed this one. I love this Sultry Pear. Now, I also ordered these little guys from this newer collection. I feel like this came out this summer, and these are so good. So I ended up picking up the Zara Memorable Aura. This one is actually super similar to the Alien Goddess from Mugler. It seriously smells just like it. I don't know if it's more like the Intense or the original, because maybe it's not quite as sweet as the Mugler, but this is summer in a bottle, just like sexy summer bronze goddess, a hint of coconut. It is so beautiful and so close to the Mugler. I probably didn't need to buy this because I do own the original, but I had to go ahead and show you guys this one because I had to smell it for myself and see if it was similar, and it is definitely so close to the Alien Goddess. Now, this one I also picked up from that collection. It's called Perpetual Oud, and this one immediately reminded me of Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I do feel like the Kayali is definitely sweeter, but this one, once it dries down, I feel like it is very close. But when you first spray it, you kind of want to tell because it starts off a little more floral and bright and fruity, but then the dry down, you start getting more of like the sweet pink pepper kind of vibes. It has a little bit of a jammy rose essence to it. It's not as sweet as the Rose Gourmand, but it's a great dupe, I would say. Or if you're wanting something similar but don't want to spend like $100 on the Kayali, I think this is a really good option. It's so close. And then I also picked up this one, which is called Fashionably London, and this is a collection. I think Joe Malone actually curated these. So Joe Malone has done work with Zara for some of their fragrances, and Fashionably London people always compare to Parfums de Marly Delina. And I don't own the original Delina, but I own the body cream, but I do own the Delina exclusive. And I don't know if I would say this is the same because it seems way more rosy to me. Like, I feel like it's not as sweet and yummy as Delina is. maybe it is more similar to the original, but I feel like my original cream that I have is so similar to the exclusive, and I know the exclusive is a lot like sweeter and jammier, but I don't know. I'm not really into this one. I'll probably have to resell it, but I did want to let you guys know about it. So this one is a little bit more pricey since it is made with Jo Malone, and it also is a larger bottle size. This is the, I think it's a 2.5 ounce bottle, but I'm not loving this one. It's definitely more of a floral rose, and I prefer something a little more candy-like. So obviously, again, I'm gonna reach for the Rose Gourmand over this one. But I don't know, I feel like it's not that similar to Delina. Let me know what you guys think if you guys have tried this one. Okay, now this one I am just so impressed by. I picked up the Zara Red Temptation Elixir version. So they do have their original Red Temptation, which so many people always compare to Baccarat Rouge. So I decided to actually go for the Elixir, and oh my gosh, you guys. This Elixir version, it's a little bit pricier. Like it's almost nearing $50, but this lasts. Like I feel like I don't need to buy Baccarat Rouge anymore. Like I will not be spending $300 on that scent. I will just buy this one from Zara. I hope this isn't a limited one since it is the Elixir version, but I honestly think the original Red Temptation is awesome as well. The Red Temptation, I think the original is just a little bit sweeter, but this one is like so spot on to me to Baccarat. Like I am so impressed, and just the wear power. I had this on yesterday, just the perfume, and I was smelling good all day long. I could smell this, and that is so rare to actually be able to, like, you know, smell it on myself for hours and hours on end, literally all day long. So when people say that Zara perfumes do not last, that is such a lie, because if you get the good ones, the right ones do last. Like I feel like this is the longest lasting of all with this Elixir version. So I know Baccarat Rouge has an Elixir as well. I don't quite know the differences between the original and the Elixir, but wow, definitely try this one out. I am just so blown away, and Baccarat is a scent that I wear like daily. I love it. I'm going through it so fast, so it's so nice to have this pretty much cheaper option that does the exact same thing, because it's such a scent that I just love. I'm so bad at describing it, but it just has this cloud of sugary sweetness. Some people don't really like it and say it smells like a doctor's office, or it smells too clean or sterile. I don't know, but for me, it is so sugary sweet and delicious and intoxicating. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I will try to have these linked down below for you guys too if you guys want to check any of these out, but 10 out of 10 recommend the Red Temptation, and definitely get the Elixir version if you want something even stronger. Okay, the last one I picked up, this one I saw on TikTok and I was like, what in the world? I've never seen that on Zara's site, but I looked it up and sure enough, they had a Hello Kitty perfume. It's one of the cheaper ones, so it's like, I think it was like 12 or 14 bucks, something like that for this one. And I will say the bottle is just the cutest. It's the little Hello Kitty head. I didn't realize, but I guess this is a fragrance for kids. I don't know. So I really was not blown away with the smell. I wanted it to be so much sweeter and girlier, but it's just like very fresh and boring to me. I'm so disappointed by the scent, but I kind of want to keep it just for this cute little bottle. But this is like very fresh kind of vibes, almost aquatic, like nothing really extraordinary or anything unique about it. It's not what I would expect for a Hello Kitty perfume, but yeah, I bought it for the packaging alone. I mean, I'm not out a whole lot, but I might just display this because it is pretty cute. And apparently they've had this for a while and I just had no idea about it. But if you're wondering about the scent, I don't think it's that great. And lastly, since I am doing this haul, I thought I would include my Zara Barbie body oil. So I don't really think that they do body oils very often. They had this release for the Barbie movie. It had clothing and there was a perfume which sold out in minutes, and it's like impossible to get your hands on now, but I managed to snag the body oil. I did have to order like that second to get it, but I'm so jealous if you got the perfume because this smells so good. It's actually a dupe for Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, but honestly I'm so impressed with the body oil alone. It's so pretty. It gives a nice sheen to the skin and it's not super slimy or greasy or anything like that. and the scent is so powerful. So I can only imagine that the perfume is amazing too, but I'm so excited to have this as just like something I could put on and throw my Love Don't Be Shy on top, because it smells just like it. It's insane. It has like a marshmallow note. I think there's like a slight maybe orangey zesty citrus note in there too. Such a good one, and I was so pleasantly surprised that this body oil smelled just like it. So I'm just curious to see if they will do more body oils, because I thought this one was so good, and I wish they would restock the perfume, because wow, that was such a hit, and I feel like so many people would love a chance to buy it, but it was so limited. Anyways, that is it for this Zara perfume haul. I feel like I kind of zipped through these kind of quickly, so hopefully this was helpful. I don't like to like linger on certain fragrances for like 5 minutes per fragrance. I'm kind of like a quick get to the point kind of reviewer, but there is just so many good ones. I would say like my top 3 that you guys could actually get, definitely the Rose Gourmand, of course the Red Temptation Elixir as well, and then, oh goodness, I might have to do a top 5, because I want to include Marshmallow Addiction in there, as well as Perpetual Oud, the Kayali dupe, and also I think the Memorable Aura is so good as well, so spot on to the Alien Goddess. So those are my top 5. Let me know if you guys have any favorite Zara fragrances down below. I know they have a really good dupe for the YSL Libra called Golden Decade. They make so many dupes. I definitely would steer clear of these bottles, just they're not the most long lasting, and try out the ones with the oval packaging that are more expensive. I just find those to be better. I'm so curious to see what else they're going to be coming out with, because I can definitely see myself placing another order, because I am definitely a Zara perfume girly now. I just hate spending like so much money on some of these niche fragrances. It's like, is perfumes really worth $300? I mean, I would much rather spend 15 to 30. So I'm really excited about these. That's it for the video. I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.